certain point, it's more ceremonial.
You're on live right now. You're on speaker. You're on live. Tell me this again about what they do on. Okay, for all you that are out there listening that are ever thinking about military, this is some good shit right here. What happened when the old man of your ship died? He had a cardiac, right?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. Didn't make it. Then you're out in the middle of the ocean on an aircraft carrier, a large ship. They couldn't get him off the ship for like a week. So for that week, he was in the fridge. He was in the old fridge.
Oh my god!
Not a refrigerator like.
So, but because I mean, this is like I've never heard anything like this. I mean, this is you're Marine Corps, I'm Marine Corps, but you served with Navy personnel, and that just kind of makes me laugh at the fact of where my brother is senior chief in the Navy, or he was, and to know some of the secrets of being on a ship, there's a ton, which this is kind of funny, but then we have to talk about the shellback too. Okay. Later. But
the shellback.
You know, the shellback. When you go across like the equator or whatever it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And you get beat up, and do you?
No, they've toned that way down. Like it's not.
Really? Because back when my brother was in, man, they used to beat him up. I mean, they would like, throw shit. Yeah. I mean, seriously, shit.
I've heard crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard stories of. Yeah, we did that. I forget. Shellback. Yeah, I guess that's. No, I can't remember.
You have to speak up.
I can't remember the name of the.
It's number 70.
That's what going across. There was a special name for like the ceremony.
Yeah, that's all I know was the shellback.
That's what they call you once you've gone through it.
Oh, okay. So,
but there's like a special.
But there's latitudes.
Yeah.
There's latitudes.
Or no, like it's a whole day. Like that's what you do all day. Like
yeah.
The whole boat like turns on. We're not running ops and stuff.
Right.
It's a mess around day. You're just floating in the ocean. Some captains I heard like will let people swim. Even in the ocean or even fish if they're stopped or like having a fun.
Oh yeah.
But like for our ship, the guy wasn't like we never did anything like that.
When I was,
I think sometimes that's when you're in like calmer waters too. We were always in the Pacific. So.
Cool. I went when I went out with my brother. He was a quit. He was a submariner, and. So we went from Kings Bay, Georgia, up to like Maryland somewhere, underwater. Yeah. And dude, that was like the best. I went there with my stepdad, Colin, and my brother, and we did it was a 3-day tour. We went from Kings Bay to somewhere up in Maryland, or is that right? Maryland, Manhattan, or whatever. Yeah. I don't know is Virginia, whatever that.
Virginia, there's a lot.
Yeah, whatever that base is there. And the reason they were taking us out was because they were retiring that boat.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. So that would be.
Yeah. So they took it up to the junkyard, and took it wherever the hell they do that, but we went there for 3 days, man, and we got to see some of the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. I mean, and this was back in, I was a freshman in high school. So it was like, what, 32 years ago? Or 27 years ago? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah. 27 years ago. And the technology on those boats, man. I mean, we were sitting there, and we'd be like watching this screen, because whenever you dive, you have to buckle your knees, and because you go like in a 45-degree angle whenever you dive, but then we got to go into the captain's chair and saw all these graphics that were like way beyond. I mean, like what high definition is now.
Oh yeah, so you got to see the war room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So you know what's I think is crazier about the ship that I was on is that you hear about the Midway, the one down here, the museum. When you go and tour that, mine was probably a little bit, the new nuclear ones. The nuclear class submarines, they're huge. Those all ran on diesel. And you hear stories like the people that went on deployments on the older diesel aircraft carriers, and they say it was hell. Like, you would always run out of, they would never have enough warm water, power. Like, when you were running ops, sometimes other things had to be shut down, and, the energy resources, or how much diesel it takes to push one of those, basically a floating airport around the world, it takes a lot of, power.
But now they have the super stealths.
Yeah.
As
much as the stuff inside work, the graphics.
That's why they're
stuff,
sitting out here in the bay, and the super stealths are controlling the water.
It's controlled. There's no leakage, or it's safe to have it there. You're not exposed to any more radiation anyway, just because the ship's.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they do. Every 10 years now, they gotta put some new rocks down there. So
what in the bay?
So that's what. So nuclear power is it's some hot rocks.
Yeah.
You put some hot rocks in there, and those hot rocks make some steam, and that pushes you around, and that's all the power you need.
No, they don't, Ian. They don't do that. We're not discussing.
No, nuclear power. That's what it is. It's hot rock.
I know. I'm trying to get you away from talking about shit you're probably not supposed to be talking about.
No, I'm not giving away any secrets. I think that everybody knows that.
What? I know what hot rocks are. But anyway. So, when you were out on boat, did you ever see anything? Have you ever heard of the Aurora project?
I think so.
Where it's an aircraft?
Yeah, I don't. Are you talking about the ones
What do you?
where they melted stuff into the deck and stuff? Doing some.
No. What? Because I bring this up because of what I experienced out in fucking. It was outside of Fallujah, or
okay.
no,
So, land.
no, it was outside of. No, it wasn't Fallujah. It was Baghdad, and we were posted up on a mosque, and I saw these 3 aircraft come over that were in triangular form, and what they did was, because we were getting a lot of artillery, machine gun fire, so we thought that they were just coming in to help us out, and all I saw was these 3 craft come in as triangular form in formation, and they deployed one thing. Each one deployed one thing. It just and within probably 15, 20 minutes, there was no more mortar, no more gunfire. So that's kind of what I'm asking is if you've ever experienced anything like that or seen the Aurora. And I think that is what the Aurora project is. It's a secret. It's a stealth airplane or plane, whatever it is. I don't even know what it is, but it's a triangular thing that comes in. You know, that's what it did. Do you have anything on that?
I don't know. I vaguely know what is capable from a technical side. To those kind of things, but I don't. Yeah, it wasn't necessarily like my area of expertise or anything that I had direct knowledge of.
Okay, I'm trying to derive some some kind of explanation or conspiracy bullshit. But it's not. It's not.
No, I think
it's not
I think
that.
they can.
It's
they
not
can
that.
Come in, they can come in and I don't know if it's in the form of actually deploying something or but most of it I think has to do with signals. So say if you were close to an airport, like there's a lot of stuff going on, close to where we are. A lot of people. So if you were able to within whatever radius you pick, but generally the smaller radius you pick, the easier it is to accomplish. But if you come in and are able to shut down 100% shut down any
100%
electronic electronic
it went down.
Yeah.
Like I told you, they deployed something out of the aircraft, and it was probably, you know what clicks are, right? Oh, of course you do. It was probably four clicks in front of us, and that's where all the fire was coming from. And all of a sudden it just went blank. Boom. Nothing there. And we were getting shelled. We were getting fucking shelled. And it was like some kind of angel, I guess. I don't know. Do you believe in angels? Because I do, I guess. After that.
Well, I mean, if you slip into I understand that land deployments are different than what you're asking. The stuff I know is
I know
the electronics part of this, but I was never in a place where I was over. Which happens a lot.
What I'm trying to get at, I guess, is can those be drones that are flown off your ship? Could it be?
Yeah, there's probably a lot.
Oh, now you're not going to talk about drones. I know you fucking Navy and your Marine Corps. I love you, but the Navy has drones.
Yeah.
And you were in the electronics division of the ship. So that means you
Not-
you had to know at least something that.
Not for the ships. Like I wasn't working on their power systems. I'm not a new, which is what those. I was on the aircraft maintenance side. So the Marine Corps has aircraft.
Okay, all right. Well,
And I went as part of, like, my responsibility was taking care of the aircraft, not the ship. So there's a whole maintenance departments for the aircraft within the ship.
Jesus Christ.
It's a floating airport, so you need everything that an airport needs.
Look at me in the eye, Ian.
What?
Look at me in the eye.
I am.
You're lying to me.
About what?
I can tell. If you guys could see this guy, he looks like Drew Carey from The Price is Right. His eyes are lying to us because he's not telling us the truth about.
I don't know what it is. Okay.
Anyway, but it's.
If you don't believe that, you don't.
I don't.
Believe any part of it. That's what I did though. I worked on aircraft.
I don't believe you in any sense as far as like. There's so many stories on the ship, and you haven't told me one other than what I've asked you. Tell me one story about.
I told you about the dead guy.
Yeah.
Put in the freezer for.
Oh, that's fine. That's so what? We have a dead guy. Did you ever see pilots come in that didn't grab the ball?
Oh, then they have to take back.
Yeah.
It happens.
What does that feel like? Like, can you feel it?
Like, I
Can you
think
feel it?
most parts of the ship you can have a monitor turned on or TV where you can actually watch live like what's happening on the top.
Oh, yeah?
So you hear the catapult, you're like, you can see that one actually taking off. Like, oh, that's happening right now.
Did you ever see anybody just skirt off and fuck up 100%? I have a friend of
No,
mine.
but actually, do you know what? When you asked how it felt when they would miss the cable, and like people would generally feel bad if that happened.
Well, yeah, because you missed the ball. That means that you usually.
All those
I'm sorry.
all those pilots out there are fighting, for their job, and like
Right.
each time if they just continuously keep missing, like they'll eventually not be flying anymore.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Even if they miss it just once, like
Yeah,
they probably get a few hours docked off for that. Like, hey, you have to,
Yeah.
So generally, like people don't like to or cheer for a pilot having a bad time. Like, oh man, that
no
sucks.
one would do that.
More, it's like, oh, it sucks for you. Kind of
Yeah. Because I have a buddy of mine, Sam Joplin, who is he flies F-15. What are the Hornets? F-15. F-18 Hornets. And he listens to my podcast, but I mean, this guy has been flying for a long time. He's retired now. He's retired. Army. That's for you, Sam. But man, he would say that whenever you guys go stealth out there, because you guys go stealth. Right? The ship has to go stealth, silent at some point.
They go through different exercises. They're never out there by themselves. Like the carrier deployment.
Right. Hold on.
Somebody's actually stealing that vehicle.
Yeah.
That's why it's beeping.
Then they should steal it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I remember remember actually thinking that, like when car alarms
Yeah.
were more rare, and you
Just-
would be like, you would hear a
yeah.
car alarm going off, be like, huh, somebody's trying to steal a car.
Somebody's car is getting fucking stolen, and they don't give a shit. They're not. So
Now
go
you
get
hear a
it.
car alarm, you never think that anymore. Like,
Yeah.
oh, an actual car's getting stolen.
Right.
But I remember thinking that the first few times you'd hear about it.
You're a criminal. You can be. But anyway, so
Back to
The-
the boat stuff.
super. When you guys go super stealth, when you go silent, because that's what we had to do when I was riding choppers. Everything went super stealth.
So it's usually all in unison. That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be where it would just it would be us and when they go through those kind of practices, it's with the whole carrier group. So there's
So
the
how do-
carrier's the biggest ship, but there's like 6 or 7 other ships out there with us at all times, and they all go through it.
Okay. Now, how does that work? Like, do you guys do formations? Do you? I mean, how does that work? Because I've heard of that, where like,
I don't know what they do.
We have
my side. For my job, I almost welcomed it because I would just get shut down. Like there would be no work. I would be sitting there. Could read a book. Like you end up start playing cards and stuff. And the shifts for me were like 12 hours on, 12 hours off. But I would go in and I was really lucky. I would go in and have 3, sometimes 4 hours of work, and then I'd be done. I always had the night crew, so overnight there's no, you get away with whatever. The boat was pretty fun.
Ian has been very boring and vague because I know this.
No,
I know this guy, and he is. If you put 2 and 2 together, he'll say it's fucking 5, and he'll argue that until he dies. But he's the smartest guy I've ever known, and
must not know very many.
I've known some people, man. I mean, but you are smart. Like this guy could take National Geographic, rip it up, and you can tell. But the one thing he doesn't know is who wrote Symphony of the Devil. But do you remember that now? Sympathy for the Devil.
For the Devil. It sounds familiar.
No, don't. Now, see, he's going for Google.
No, I'm not going for Google. I have to check.
No, you don't. You're going for Google.
No, I'm checking.
But he doesn't.
Checking a text.
Huh?
I'm checking a text.
Oh, okay.
I got.
But he doesn't.
I gotta fix somebody's washing machine tomorrow.
Okay. So he does. Jesus Christ. Who does Sympathy for the Devil? And we did this last night, like at our little poker game that we did.
I didn't play poker last. I haven't played poker in a while.
Okay, then it probably wasn't poker. It was maybe Uno. I don't know. Maybe Clue. Who knows? But
I haven't played a card game in a while.
who does Sympathy for the Devil?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. The Rolling Stones, man.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Jesus Christ. Really?
The title? If you would have played it again, I would have.
This is his milieu. If you would have done it again, if you would have.
If I would have heard the song again, I would have known.
All right. Hey, this is Ian, my buddy, Marine Corps, 100%. I love him to death. Always have. And hey, keep tuning in to the Iron Mike Show podcast. Love you. Yes. No. What we do is we have to. You wrestle the croc, right? And then you get the thing. Oh, this is something that I did last night when